Hey, what's up, Rosebuds? Sorry for the bad angles. Like, my phone has terrible angles. Um, Naturally, just bad angles on this phone. Well, any more higher than that? Maybe if I shut my pop socket, it'll work. Yeah, that's better. Um, I want to talk about this necklace that I have. I have two necklaces, but I didn't bring the other one in here to talk about. I just want to talk about this one. I feel like it'd be a good thing to talk about with you guys and how you guys feel about it. Um, this is the necklace. The face is towards the camera. This is the necklace. It also has a few other components to this necklace, but this girl I really care about. I'm not like that. Like, I'm not lesbian. Do support though, but I guess what I'm trying to say is we were friends at a point to where I just when I lost her, I really did lose her in my heart. I really broke, and I've never been the same since. Kind of lost our friendship. I always want to talk to her and never get to. I feel like I just can't like I used to. Um, Miss her very much. Really sadly miss her. And I got these necklaces when we were in the 8th grade. She has the exact same one, except with not the extra stuff on it. Same necklace, came with this chain, and I don't know, I guess this necklace kind of means a lot to me, and it means kind of a lot to her because we got them at the same time. And I mean, we were really, really good friends until high school hit, and it was just I guess so much pressure of our families and everything kind of was on our backs all the time, and we kind of felt like we weren't free in a way. We were just kind of putting all of our stress on each other, and in the end we were hurting each other, and it was just not good for either of us. And I guess our senior year changed. I still try to talk to her because I feel like I still love her. I'm still gonna love her no matter what. um I've always had that strong connection with people. I feel like if I lose them, because as a kid I've always been abandoned by people, and losing a friend that you care about so much is worse than losing the people that you lost before. And when I don't know how to say it, I guess ever since we met when we were kids, I was always protective of her. I was overprotective of all my friends, but for her it was more her than anybody, because except for my other friend, but I known her since we were preschool. But the one I'm talking about, we knew each other since the 6th grade, and being her friend was the best thing that's ever happened to me because I was so close to her and deeply loved her. Not like that, you know what I mean? Loved her where I didn't want to lose her. And then I started losing her. And my friends kept telling me, oh, just go hang out with them, other people. She's hanging out with other people, and you can go hang out with other people. And I thought it was okay at the time. And she wouldn't talk about it with me. She just kind of had a denial kind of face on it. And yes, it kind of hurts to this day that I think about me losing her as a friend, but I still do deeply care about her, and I'm going to support her no matter what. I've loved everything she's wanted to do as a person. She's wanted to do astronomy, that I support all the way. I feel like she's brave enough, and she's smart enough to do that. She's a great person, great personality. Glad that I got to meet her at the time that I did, because as a kid she was we were really, really close, because people always made fun of her And I've always known what it felt like to be made fun of because I'm different. Yeah, I can tell. Like, everyone can tell who's different, and then they make fun of that. If you're not like a replica of somebody, they're gonna, like, if you're not a replica of really pretty girls or really nice looking people, they're gonna put you down for that. And I think it's so stupid. At the same time, it's like hurtful and regretful, and it's kind of like, why do people have to be that way? And for me, it was just like they make fun of her just because she had stuff like warts on her hand or something like that, and it was just like, no, can't make fun of someone because of that. And I was like, don't talk to them, don't hang out with me. And I was like her really like only friend at that point. But then we ended up having more friends, and I kind of showed her the way of having more friends, and she ended up finding some really nice people within those friends. And to this day, I'll never keep those people away from her. And for a long time, she thought, oh, I was stealing away those people, but I weren't. They just had the same feelings I was having, that she didn't want to hang out with them. That's what they were feeling. They felt like neglected. I was feeling abandoned because, like, I always had a hard time trusting people. And when you finally start trusting someone that you love and care about, and they kind of turn their back on you, and then you start turning your back on them, and you don't talk it out, and you end up being so mad at each other that you don't completely listen. And losing someone you're so close to and love, it hurts because you don't want to lose them. Like, I never thought I would lose someone so close to me and someone so much like me. Like, I have nothing as much as I do have in common with this person. We have like similar likes, and but we also had differences, and that's always the best thing in friendships, is have differences but have likes, because if you don't have any likes between each other, then you kind of don't have anything to talk about. I mean, even though I disliked some of the things she did in the past, I kind of gave up on it because the things in the past are in the past. We're seniors now, and no matter what, I'm gonna want to be there for her when she graduates, and I want her to be there for me. I mean, we go to the same school, but if I had to choose someone to walk, because we get to choose the people we walk through with, and Jordan and Emily, they're fighting over me, but this person is the only person that I would want to walk down the aisle with, because, or aisle, it sounds like we're getting married, to graduate with, like, walk with me to graduate, because I've always been closer to her than I've been to everybody else, and I've known her longer than Jordan, even though me and Emily were, like, kind of, like, married in a certain way, but I feel like if Emily walks with Jordan, then I can walk with her, because we don't have very many senior friends to walk down the aisle with us. I mean, I have Jordan, I have Emily, but Jordan can kind of piss me off a little bit, and he kind of got in the middle of me and this person a lot, and I think that's kind of why another part of a reason our friendship kind of totaled at the time, because this person just kept getting in the middle and getting in the middle of it, and I was just like, if you get in the middle of it, she's gonna, like, get mad, and I don't want her to get mad. And then to the point where she would get really, really mad, and then I would feel so bad, because in the end, we did fight a lot, but I think it was just because a lot of the pressure that was from our families, and a lot of things were going on in her house, and there's a lot of things going on in my house, and I don't think we were appreciating it from each other as much. Like, I don't think we were there for each other as much as we should have been at the time when we needed each other the most. I think for me and her, friendship is, like, really hard, because we've had so many letdowns in the past when we were growing up as children, or little tiny child, because we knew each other in, like, the 6th grade, and we, like, people would call her, like, really rude things behind her back and stuff, and they would not, like, they would call her ugly and stuff when I thought she was so pretty. And like, like, I don't care what people think about, like, oh, you're ugly, you're not appealing. But really, I don't know why no one would ever. I mean, okay, so she did have a boyfriend one time, but like, I don't know why no one would want to date her. She's so pretty, she's so kind, she's so funny. Like, she has like anger issues, but like a lot of people do. Like, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen someone with not anger issues. Like, people have anger issues no matter what happens. Just like this, like this little wiener dog on here. Out of anybody that I've ever talked to, her, Emily, and my cousin are the only three that can really tell you about why I got that. Jamie and my I mean, not Jamie. I can't remember her name. Shadows of Midnight, came with me that day. And my cousin came with us. And it was so funny because I bought these necklaces, like, the 3 necklaces I bought were a space one, this one that I have, the wiener dog, and a tree that I got my cousin. I got the space one for her, and I was like, these will be our friendship necklaces. This is when we were really still close, but it was like near the end point of our, like, I don't really call it like the end of our friendship because I still really do care about her, and no matter what, I feel like in the end, like when we're off on our own, when we're older, we're gonna still be really close to each other. I think it's just because our parents kind of got in the way of our friendships. I mean, even still this day, I still don't like bringing my friends to my house very much because of my grandparents and how they like treat me in front of them. I mean, I loved her mom and I loved her dad with like all my heart, and no matter what, I'll still love them even if they don't love me back anymore. For the longest time, I thought they didn't like me back anyway, and thought I was bad influence on their daughter. When I really don't know if that was true or not. Hopefully not, but you never know. I don't know why I'd ever be a bad influence. I was a really nice child, maybe because of curse words, but you never know. But I always try to stay closer to my friends in general because I felt like, oh, you always need that person to be there next to you and be by your side no matter what. And this person always was. And luckily, I had them in my life at the time because when we kind of stopped being close friends, I felt abandoned again. And that's the hardest point for me in life, is to be feeling that abandonment again. Because you never like being abandoned. Like, abandoned just feels bad, and you feel like you're losing the people you love. And I felt that with this person. And I didn't want to lose her, but I did, because we weren't talking, and it felt weird. Because friends usually talk when they need you. And I felt like if she needed me, she would have talked to me and been there for me and told me that she loved me and told me that, or you don't really say you love me, but it's like, say you care about me and say you're there for me whenever I needed you. But that person wasn't there for me at a point in time. And I felt lonely and scared. And even Jordan pointed out that I should just leave her. And I didn't want to, but it's kind of like he chose it for me. He kind of dragged me away from her. And I felt bad because I did truly care about her. And I was like, to this day, I feel like that's the reason why we're not friends. It's because of him, because he dragged me away from that. Dragged me away from the people I love. And it was kind of weird, because he kind of turned me against, like, my best friends. And honestly, to this day, I still, like, hate that he did that, and hate how he got in the middle when he shouldn't have. He should have been like there for me and her and kind of stopped messing with her because he would hurt her feelings and then I'd laugh because I thought it was funny. But he didn't really hurt her feelings. He was just kind of being stupid, and I thought what he was doing was funny, but he's a jokester. When he would bump into her and stuff like that, and he wouldn't say like "excuse me" or something, he did it because he's used to doing that with me. And when he did it to her, he thought, oh, maybe she's just like Harley in a way, and she'll like think it's funny. But no, she got really mad and upset when I thought it was funny because it was like he was just doing it for funniness and just trying to do it just to see if he would laugh or if she would laugh. And I don't know, it was kind of like a weird thing that went for a while. I guess because they shouldn't have been in those many classes together. Because I don't know. I just think if Jordan wouldn't have got in the middle of us, I'm pretty sure we probably would still be friends, like best friends, to this day. I don't know. Things might change. You never know. Hopefully I'll be able to say that I'm excited about seeing her when we go back to school. And I don't know. Maybe she'll let me hug her again. I don't know. I just want to stay close to her, and hopefully she has the same feelings back. And the last thing I want to talk about is this gold heart. It's actually real gold. My father and stepmom got it for me. I think I was like 14 years old. And they got it for me as like a present. And even though like I'm not close to my father, and I'm not like, I like my stepmom a little bit better than my father, and that's kind of a weird thing to say, but I've never been close to them, so I really don't know how to feel about them. I kind of miss my best friend a lot, like in ways, because I don't know, we're not best friends anymore to her, but to me, she's still gonna be my best friend no matter what. I do deeply care about her, and I deeply do miss her. And I kind of wish everything was back to normal. I kind of wish I can go back to when, like, right before we were fighting and talk about it with her, like, more in a calm manner. So, like, we both didn't, like, start to hate each other. Because deeply inside, I just feel so sad all the time. And I was talking to someone about this, and they're like, why don't you just talk it out? And I was just like, because I feel like as much as I want to, I feel like she won't listen, or she doesn't want to hear it from me, or she doesn't want to listen to me about it. And I really just want to be her friend again, and I just want to hang out with her, and I want to hang out with her other friend. Like, I want to be able to feel, like, safe again, like I did when I was with her. Like, I don't know, like, I felt more safe around her and her family than I did at my own house, so it was, like, really crazy that I had to say goodbye to that and miss that as much as I do. And like, her family was so nice to me, like, all the time. They took me places and like took me to meet their family, and that was really crazy. Really, really fun, but really crazy. Like, a lot of people always talk about, oh, I always go on these trips with this my friend's family, and growing up as a child, I never thought I'd have a friend that was that, like, close to me. And I did, and I hope maybe in the end we still will be friends. Maybe if she does see this, she'll see how much I do care about her and appreciate her and love her as a person. And honestly, miss her with all my heart. And I know she knows that it's about her because she knows the necklace and she knows the story and plotline as much as I do. Maybe there was something, like, we weren't talking. I know. Now you're okay. But in the end, it was kind of like hard on me as much to lose you because now you're like I knew you were watching. How did I know you're watching but you weren't commenting? Breathing so hard. I was talking to one of the Accelerate leaders, and he always asks, "Why are you so sad?" Because I've been posting so much sad stuff on Facebook lately. And it's just because I miss that friendship I had, and I kind of want it back, and I don't want to lose that person ever. Like, there's so many people that always wonder what happened between you two, and it's just like so many details that I wish never would have happened, because it's stupid what happened, and it was stupid why we were fighting, and it was stupid that we didn't talk about it as much as we should have talked about it, because I'm pretty sure, like, if we would have talked about it, it would have been over with. Like, if we would have actually talked to each other before it all started. And I feel like you were just kind of off doing your own thing, and I was off doing my own thing, and kind of like we kind of forgot that we still have these people, like we still had each other, and like you were hanging out with your friend, and she has really hard times with having friends, and I understand you love being there for people just like I do, and we didn't leave you because we didn't want to hang out with you, because I always want to hang out with you. We just always felt that you didn't want to hang out with us because you were hanging out with her and you were kind of doing your own thing, and it's like if someone tried to talk to you for a second, you would be like, shh, I'm trying to listen to this person talk. And then we'd end up feeling bad, and we always try to get you to not hang out with that person. Then I also felt bad because of that. But really, it was just really bad communication skills. We both have that. Both bad communication skills. I have terrible communication skills. But, like, when all those fun times we had before all this stuff happened, and it was just, like, we were doing so well to junior year. I felt like junior year was, like, our most, like, stressful year. So it felt like we were putting all that stress on each other and not putting it into our work and trying to figure it out or helping each other out with that. We'd rather just get mad at each other and not listen to each other. And then, like, you would fight with Jordan, and then I would start worrying, and then I'd start having anxiety attacks because I wouldn't know who to choose, and I always chose your side, because then I would start yelling at Jordan because he's stupidity. At the moment I was laughing and thought it was funny, but then I would yell at Jordan because he's so stupid sometimes. Jordan is stupid, I don't know why, like, it's obvious, but I do love Jordan, and I do love you, and I do love, like, all my friends. Like, it's just kind of weird that you love someone so much in the moment that, like, when you have to say goodbye and you don't see them very much anymore, it's kind of sad. Like, you don't want to, like, say goodbye forever because you know that you're going to see them around. Oh, God, ow, my finger was segment. But, how do you say it? Like, this whole, like, winter break, and, like, I've been sad and, like, emotionally unaware. Because really in the time I was having it so hard, because it just brought me to all the memories we had together, like going and getting a Christmas tree together, going and playing on the snow, knowing I'm a terrible, like, walker and I fall on everything, and getting each other Christmas presents like we do every year, going to 4th of July like we used to all the time. Just doing every holiday together. You being my Valentine, because no one else I ever even want to be my Valentine. Being so close to someone that you can share everything with them. And then when you guys kind of, like, aren't together anymore, you kind of feel... It's kind of like a relationship, even though we're not together like that. It's like more of, like, the best relationship I've ever had with someone, because, like, we were so close, we had so much in common, we did so many stupid stuff that it was retarded, like Walmart is a really funny memory that I'm pretty sure we both will never forget. Another great memory I'm pretty sure we both have is when we went to your family's house and in Oregon. It was the first time I've like ever been to Oregon. The melons. The melons. And your family just loved me and took me in. I was like your family, and I was also like really nice because I've never had like someone just love me right off the bat. Your family did, and it was like really cool. And even though I feel like you had so much hard times with other friends when you were growing up, like before you moved to Shasta Lake, it was kind of like it's just they weren't good for you. And then when I was there sticking up for you and being your friend and loving you, like I didn't do that because I felt bad for you, because that's just not what people do. I wanted to be your friend. I didn't care what people thought. And I remember when they were making fun of you and I kind of yelled at them and told them to quit. Because I hate seeing people make fun of people. It's stupid. Like, why do you have to do it? You have better things to do in life than make fun of people. And then it brings me back to last year when I made fun of you, and it made me stupid because I was doing it out of like madness, because I felt like you just didn't want to be my friend anymore, and you weren't talking to me anymore, and you were kind of like hurting me in general. And I was just so scared to talk to you about it that I was being stupid and hurtful about it. And you were always there for me when I was falling in love with Nathan and falling in love with every guy I've freaking met. Joking. Kind of joking, just a little bit, you know what I mean. But it was kind of like I wasn't there for you when you needed me the most, and I felt like you weren't there for me when I needed you the most because we were stupid and not talking to each other. And I'm hoping that you'll forgive me as much as I've forgave you. And I'm hoping maybe we can be best friends again, or get there. Maybe we can do something. Go to the mall, because Serenity keeps asking me to go to the freaking mall. Not this week, but like after school starts up again. Maybe on the weekend. Because Serenity can't stop going to the mall. She's obsessed with the mall. I don't know why that is. And we're going to be graduating. And that's also crazy that we're going to graduate. I'm almost 18 and I'm going to be an adult. And that's crazy also. It's crazy that I feel all these emotions and don't know how to share them. And this is like the final way I'm actually showing my emotions. But I'm hoping we can figure out a way to talk about it. Love you guys. Okay, we'll have to tell Jordan that. See you later, Rosebuds. Talk to you in the next video.